Summer, so I just graduated. A lot of people here, class of 24, and a bunch of us just graduated. And I've noticed that summer after your senior year is a lot more like lonely than after the summer after like junior year, sophomore year, just because like everyone's getting ready to go their separate ways. There's like orientations and last trips with families. I get like being left undelivered on a text or something, but yesterday I actually got left on red by my DoorDash driver. That was actually kind of sad because at that point you're literally paying someone and they still don't want to talk to you. I think that just kind of causes you to think a lot. And it goes both ways too. I've sent people text while I'm the DoorDash driver and they still don't respond to me. So I'm not paying someone, but I'm actually supposed to give them food and they don't want to talk to me. So that's been kind of interesting. My mom took me out to Iowa City a couple weeks ago because I'm going there for college, and I was like in the car and I was like, wow, this is going to be my last ever orientation. Not because I'm going to stop going to school after college, but because my mom drives on the interstate, like I'm not in the car. I'm not sure how much more of it I'll actually survive. So at one point on the way home, my mom was going like way over the speed limit, kind of scrolling on her phone a little bit, and I was, adjusting to be back in the lane, and I was like, Mom, this isn't what they mean when they say live each day like it's your life. College is interesting. Not everyone goes to college, which is cool because, it's a life choice that's unique for every person, but if you haven't been to college, just imagine you're out at dinner with your friends, and everyone's having a great time and eating and laughing, kind of like we all are now. But then everyone goes home and the waiter brings you a bill and it's $40,000. This happens 4 times. It might even be 5. Some people out there are on like 5-year plans and stuff. So I like that college has changed a lot over the years. A lot of people say we've come so far with like computers and social media and technology. I think the best indicator of how far we've come is college. I mean, I wouldn't know, but there was a time where you just kind of showed up to your dorm, there was a dude sitting on the other bed, just saying like, yo, what's up, my name is Randy, I'm gonna live with you for the next 4 years. It was hard to find someone else because of my criminal record, but I think we'll get along pretty well. Now it's easier to find a roommate through social media and the roommate portal and matching and all that, so even though it feels a lot like Tinder, it's still good. Not that like I've been on Tinder, I've just heard from like friends like, I do think that Tinder would be a lot more successful at getting you to pay $18.99 a month or so I've heard. If they marketed themselves more like college roommate options, like enough of you're open to short-term or long-term. I want to know, do you sleep with a fan on or not? Because, I feel like that's just useful information to have. So I went to the gym this morning. I was up at 5:30 and I went to the gym. I didn't work out. It's just the only place I know that sells a protein bar and is open before 6 a.m. But I went to the gym. I've actually been trying to work out recently. So the last 20 days or so, I think I've been to the gym like 15 of them, which is good. I've told that joke before and people like clap, and then I say the same thing about Denny's and nobody claps. The gym is interesting because no matter who you are, it's intimidating. You can look like me, or you can look like Leon, but no matter who you are, Leon's strong. That's what I mean. Like that's kind of right. So whether you look like me or whether you're like super buff, I guess is what I should have said. Like,
bro, Sheldon's standing right next to me, 6'2" and got pure muscle.
He's sitting. All I was trying to say is, you can go into the gym and there's that one guy, you can't tell if he's like about to hit a new 1 rep max or have a heart attack. He's hammer curling 200 pounds with his left hand, and you're using 2 hands to drink your bottle of Gatorade that you brought with you. I always find that kind of interesting. After the gym, you can go into the sauna, which I think is a little interesting because no matter how you look, the sauna is supposed to like burn off all the water you have. So you come out, you might go into the sauna looking like me, and then you come out of the sauna looking like I look in the dreams that I have. So you're just kind of walking out. You're still mad because you might have like failed that 1 rep max, and you've been sitting in a hot room with strangers for the last 10 minutes. But you come out, you're walking by the mirror, and you're like, Hey. How you doing? Like, what's up, right? And all of a sudden, you know, it's kind of life-changing. You know, I think people should stop taking steroids and just spend more time in the sauna. It's really awesome. I don't recommend the steam room though, because the steam room's a lot hotter, and also it's kind of hard to tell if there's anyone in there with you or not. So I don't necessarily enjoy spending 10 minutes in a sauna, but at least I like know if there's like someone sitting next to me. In a steam room, like there could be like a whole like Narnia like world behind you, and you just have like no way of knowing. You know, you're just in there. You're with your friend. You're like, yo, Sam, isn't it crazy how like, oh, where'd he go? You're like, hey, dude on my left, have you seen my friend? Oh, he's not here either. And then you get out of the steam room, you realize you just spent 5 minutes to sit in a hot room. You could have done the same in the sauna and actually known if anyone was there with you. I guess I'll end on this. So my parents are divorced, but it's like cool. That's the part that gets emotion from that. AMC's bartender, everybody. Basically, so it's okay though, because like I'm cool with it. It like hasn't like super affected me. But I didn't like this. So I went to my dad's house like a couple weeks ago, and my mom said, while you're there, can you pick up your dad's like child support check to me for July? Because you know, it's like a normal thing. Like my dad pays my mom money because, you know, she primarily, my sister and I live with her a lot more because she's like closer to our high school and everything. And she's like, so can you just make sure you get the check for $1,200 for the month of July? And I said, like, I'm only worth like $1,200. Like, Mom, I'm like a human being, not a sofa. Like, I think we can agree I'm worth a little bit more than that. She said, you're not $1,200. It's for you and your sister. You're $600. Anyways, that's all I got. Thank you, AMC.